Welcome in, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name's Lisa. Welcome to my channel, Sid Soltero. For those of you returning, welcome back, guys. Hope everybody's doing great wherever you are. That being said, here, Virgo, this is going to be your weekly love reading from August 14th to the 21st. So normally I put out your weeklies closer to the end of the week for the next upcoming week. But because we had Lionsgate, my dates are a little bit screwy this month, so I do apologize. But this is going to be for the 14th to the 21st, give or take. But as you know, time is fluid. So whenever you're clicking on this reading, hopefully you find something, a message today that resonates. If nothing resonates, feel free to check out some of my your monthly read or some of my older Virgo readings. So, as always, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have any placements in Virgo, definitely might be a message for you. So, cross watchers, as always, feel free to swap energies if it feels like I'm talking about you versus your person. But as always, guys, general read, so just always keep that in mind. So, when I asked about the person that you're dealing with here in love, Virgo, they showed up here as the Empress. So this deck is actually called Tarot of the Divine. It's a beautifully illustrated deck. So hopefully you guys can see the cards okay. In this Empress card, this person is praying in this card. So don't get caught up in gender. But this person is really just wanting peace with the situation with you, Virgo. So I feel like this person has definitely maybe in the past been sitting in a bit of energy of being in their ego, but I feel like they're trying to move past that. They just want this situation to pass for it to be, peaceful. This person is really in the energy of like trying to avoid any kind of conflict, I feel, with you. So if there's been a lot of arguing going on back and forth, I feel like this is very repetitious. I feel like this situation has been going on for a while. I mean, when I look at your past readings, Virgo, I feel like this energy is just continuing on. Um, so I feel like it's definitely been difficult, the last 4 or 5 months for sure for you. But your person here is feeling a little bit ganged up on in some way, shape, or form here because the four people in this boat, kind of have this person backed into a corner. So I feel like, this is your person is feeling like they don't really have anywhere to go in this situation, or your person is kind of feeling like it doesn't really matter what I say here. Virgo's not really listening to me. They're not really seeing my side of the situation. They're not, paying attention to how I'm feeling. So, you know what? I'm just like going to avoid this situation. I'm going to, not speak my truth here. I'm going to do what makes me happy. And, whatever Virgo's doing, Virgo's doing. So it's not the best energy that I'm getting off your person here. This definitely has had a profound impact, I feel, on your family life here with the Ten of Cups showing up when I clarified the Five of Wands. So definitely a lot of conflict in your family, possibly friends as well. So I feel like there's a lot of people maybe that have an opinion, or this is how your person is feeling, that everybody's got an opinion about, what the two of you should do or shouldn't do in this situation. So I feel like for a lot of you, definitely you are married to this person or in a long-term living situation with them, possibly for some of you as well. Definitely could have kids involved here because they are holding a baby in this card. But as you can see, there's three people kind of rising from the water in this Ten of Cups. So I feel like everybody maybe from the outset thought that, you had this really happy life and the two of you were really happy together. And now they're learning and or discovering that there's like a lot going on behind closed doors is really what I'm getting. So for some of you, your person that you're dealing with here, Virgo, definitely could be partaking in a lot of celebrating in some way, shape, or form. So this could be somebody who's excessively, drinking or partying or, just really kind of like avoiding possibly being at home even. So perhaps this person takes off. You don't know where where they're going or what they've been doing because we have the Three of Wands in our energy. And as you can see in this card, in the normal card, it's kind of like, waiting. But in this card, this is almost more in the energy of escaping. So I feel like this person definitely may use this as a crutch in some way, shape, or form to kind of escape. So the situation, because this person, I feel like, does not deal with conflict very well, the person that you're dealing with. And at this point, your person is really in the energy of like, I don't really care what other people are saying, what other people are doing. Maybe this person doesn't really care about how you feel anymore, Virgo, or what you have to say. And they're just like, marching to the beat of their own drum here and not paying attention to the people around them. So I don't know, maybe you feel like this person has been a little bit selfish, not really paying attention to you, not, prioritizing what's important anymore. And I feel like this person is really in the energy of um, almost giving up on this situation with you. And I know that's not an easy thing to hear, but I feel like, if they are in this energy of not wanting to, meet you in the middle and not wanting to have a conversation, avoiding you, avoiding, friends and family, just doing whatever it is that they want. Um, I mean, how can you kind of really maintain a relationship and or a marriage in this situation, right? So I feel, this, don't shoot the messenger here, Virgo. I wish I had a better message for you. And then with this Four of Swords, as you can see in this card, the Three of Swords are outside of, this person or this, I think he's supposed to be kind of like a dog, or kind of looks like a dog. But anyway, as you can see, there's a sword in this person's mouth. So this person is not speaking up anymore. I feel like maybe you and them are not even talking anymore, even if you're, living under the same roof. It could be like, somebody giving you the silent treatment, taking off, you come home from work, maybe you guys have different schedules. As soon as you come home, this person takes off, or like vice versa. So I feel like there's a lot of tension in your home right now, for sure. And again, this person kind of escaping here with the world card. So, in the normal world card, that can really talk about the ending of a cycle. So I feel like, at this point, your person is just doing whatever it is they want to do, and not wanting to converse, meet in the middle, have a conversation. So I can definitely sense, obviously this is super frustrating for you if you were trying to, save this marriage or save this relationship from, you know, divorce, or like, living apart, or like completely breaking down. But I feel like it is completely breaking down. I feel like you've had enough of this situation. I feel like you've been incredibly patient, and or, possibly tried to meet this person in the middle here, Virgo. But I feel like your person is kind of like not in the energy of really wanting to fix anything anymore. So again, not an easy message, but I mean, I see it in the cards. I can't not say it. So again, my heart definitely goes out to you if you're going through this. And I feel like really, Virgo, your readings, like I mentioned already, have been very painful. A lot of emotions, a lot of stress. I feel like you've been under stress for probably 5 or 6 months now, maybe even longer for some of you. In your feelings for this person, the Judgment card came out. So I feel like, you are disappointed. I feel like for a lot of you, this monkey is kind of like halfway to his destination, but I feel like you're halfway there, or more than halfway there, moving towards happier days. So perhaps you are in the midst of, separating in some way, shape, or form, but really getting tired of the situation staying the same, not moving forward. So I don't know. This could definitely talk about, fighting over assets, possibly, because we have Pentacles coming out here in this Knight of Coins. So nobody really wanting to make a move. So I don't know if that's you or that's them, somebody being stubborn, because we do have a bull in this card. So again, somebody kind of sitting in their ego, not wanting to budge. So I don't know. That could definitely be going on, and which is what is holding up, things moving forward, because we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like everything has kind of been at a bit of a standstill in this situation. So even if you are trying to move forward, there's something, and again, it definitely could be have to do with assets, or, financial situation, about not being able to move forward. So I feel like you're really in the energy here of, I need to make a change here. I'm done talking here. the Queen of Swords, I mean, as you can see in this card, she definitely means business. She's already got all these people's, head on a spike in the background here. So Queen of Swords, she doesn't mince words. So I feel like you really are at your wit's end here in this situation, and are really in the energy of like, okay, I need to, we need to come to some kind of compromise here. I need to get out of this situation. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to come home and be happy. I want to, follow my bliss here. And that could definitely be, I don't know if you have another person, Virgo, who you're already connecting with or not. We did have a water sign at the end of your reading here show up. So for some of you, this could be representative of you meeting somebody new, or this could also be you in the energy of just trying to find your joy and bliss and get back to, happier days, happier times. Again, very reminiscent here of the Judgment card that came out. So as well, when I asked about your actions here, Virgo, the Two of Swords came out. So this is you, the fire is lit here. So I feel like you are under a little bit of pressure here to make a final decision. Two of Swords is really like, which road do I go down? So I feel like for a lot of you, definitely you might be making a decision by the end of this month, because we have that moon there and the next full moon, even though this isn't a full moon on this card, is August 19th. So I guess we'll see what happens. And that actually moon is just right on the cusp of almost Virgo season. So, because I feel like, you are, exhausted with this Nine of Swords. The situation has been, causing a lot of stress. Perhaps it's been affecting, you know, your relationships with other people, because we have three other people in this card. Definitely could be affecting your kids as well. If you have kids with this person, affecting family, and just really wanting some peace of mind in this situation. And it definitely could have to do with money here, because the Ten of Coins came out, which is really the equivalent of the Ten of Pentacles. So it's funny, in your person's energy here, Virgo, the Ten of Cups came out, and in your energy, the Ten of Coins. So I feel like for your person, maybe they're more concerned about, happiness and not so much concerned about money. So I don't know if this is you or this is them, but I feel like there is a little bit of over preoccupation with, money or assets, and maybe that is why this is taking so long to get through this situation. And somebody is, kind of sitting in their ego here and not giving an inch. So definitely, you and them could definitely be arguing about these kinds of things. Again, take it how it resonates. But I do feel for you, Virgo, I feel like you don't necessarily have to worry here, because in this Ten of Coins here, this it's represented, the only dog in this card is the main dog, and he's kind of getting the attention. Everybody's looking at him. So I feel like, you are very secure. I feel like, whatever you do for work, or whatever, income you bring in, I feel like that is safe, I want to say, or protected, or that you're able to look after yourself, and still enjoy your life. So I feel like, I feel like I want to tell you, don't worry about that. You can stop worrying about that. We have the Ten of Wands here. So putting down that burden. So again, maybe you are really concerned about money, and or being able to support yourself, or being able to have the same kind of life. I mean, obviously, if this situation is making you so unhappy that you and this person are considering, splitting up, or like dividing up assets, or filing for divorce, or separating, or whatever that case might be, I feel like I want to say to you, what is how much is your happiness, I feel, worth, or your peace of mind worth? Because I feel like, again, there's quite a bit of preoccupation here, I feel, between you and them about assets. There's like a fair amount of pentacle energy in this reading. So again, with the Seven of Wands here, being determined. So being determined, I feel, kind of, remove the blockages, get through this. This person is being very fierce and, forcing the situation. So I don't know. I mean, you're going to need to kind of like answer those questions for yourself. All they can do is kind of like read the energy here. But I feel like, at this point, I feel like you are pretty determined here to break free of this situation, because the next card that came out in your energy was the Eight of Cups. So obviously you have a lot of time, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy has been invested in this situation with this person. Like, I feel like, you and this person have been together for a long time. And, definitely, a certain amount of sadness, obviously, if things are coming to a close and you can't reach any kind of resolution with each other. And then, I feel like there are brighter days here. So I don't know if this is somebody coming in new, somebody who's interested in you, somebody you might be interested in, this Page of Cups. So again, the water sign that I mentioned earlier. So definitely you might have somebody who's, maybe hitting on you, or this kind of gives me, that energy of somebody, maybe having a crush on you. And I feel like, maybe that's a good distraction for you right now. And or if you don't have anybody, romantically, other than this person that you're involved with, this can really talk about you just kind of like wanting to move away from the pain of this situation and really just find that joy to be, have that spring back in your step, be, looking forward to meeting somebody new or having new experiences with people, or, your dream of, meeting the right person or meeting a better person who's going to treat you better. I mean, this definitely looks rough. I can't really mince words here in your reading. So I did draw messages, even though sometimes I feel like it's really not that helpful. I feel like the only thing I did want to ask, and before I do these messages, so I wanted to find out if this person's going to take any action towards you. This person that Virgo is dealing with, are they going to take any actions here, Spirit? Let's see what we get here. I think that's the one thing that I forgot to ask about. Is this person going to take any actions towards Virgo? So we have the Star. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius here, Virgo. The Two of Wands. I wanted to get a couple more cards. I see the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Can I get some more cards here? Ace of Wands. We have the Sun. The Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords. So now we have the King and the Queen of Swords here coming out. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. So, I feel like there is definitely regrets for this situation, like where you and this person are now at. So I definitely feel like for some of you, I feel like this person does want to, again, just have some peace here in this situation. I feel like your person here is also looking to the future here, trying not to look back into the past. So depending on where you are in this timeline, so for some of you, if you already are in the middle of, breaking up, splitting up, in the middle of, coming to some terms of agreement of divorce or something along those lines, this person with the Ace of Wands, the Sun, just really moving towards making a change here, because the Wheel of Fortune, just wanting a new beginning, looking for happier days as well, and, moving forward here with that Wheel of Fortune. So, and then we have the King of Swords at the end. So again, more Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be, but that's the energy coming out. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius here, Virgo. Again, doesn't have to be, but so I feel like, this person also is being, pretty harsh. I feel like this person is also kind of drawing their line in the sand here with you, Virgo. So I feel like, this person does want to have peace. So, I feel like, you and them definitely may have to still kind of work together with this person, especially if you have kids. And we did have a page come out, and there was, kids in the Ten of Cups card as well. So I feel like, if that is the case and you do have, pardon me, kids with each other, there's still got to be a certain level of cooperation moving forward. So whether that be making decisions about, the kids or what you're doing, or like financially or whatever. But I feel like this person now, is really trying to detach themselves here. The King of Swords is definitely somebody who, is a little bit is a good leader. I feel like this person definitely may have been a good provider for you and your family, but I feel like, maybe, being detached and not being able to deal with confrontation or really speak their truth here in this situation with you, Virgo. I feel like, in some regard, this person has kind of left you with no choice but to do what you had to do, and again, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it easy. It's still, a very sad situation, I feel, and I feel like one full of a lot of emotions. Not easy to unravel your life with somebody, especially if you've been married for, 20 some odd years or something with somebody. So I feel like this person is trying to detach themselves from the situation. In this Wheel of Fortune, as you can see, there's two people in this card, and there's four hands, four legs, and you're both caught in this web. So I feel like with the King of Swords coming out next, I feel like this person is trying to detach, trying to cut themselves out of this web with you, remove any kind of like remnants of the past, and try and move forward, I feel, on their own. And I feel like you're kind of in the same energy here, Virgo, of, trying to release the situation and trying to move forward, trying to choose a new direction, moving towards happiness here. So, not easy. So, I'm sending lots of hugs out to you guys. When I ask for messages from your person, and sometimes in this situation, I really don't like doing that, but I did anyway for you today. And you got "My life is not together as it seems." So that was kind of really what I was picking up on in that Ten of Cups card, where on the outside, looking in, maybe friends and family thought things were really good between you and your person. And obviously, they might be a little bit surprised and shocked because, from the outside, it looks like, you have this wonderful, great, life, this great family life, but, behind closed doors, not so much, right? So, and then I'm starting to understand our connection. So perhaps, you are realizing, and or your person is realizing here, Virgo, that there's a time, that, you can still be, um, appreciate those memories that you shared together. I mean, you're always going to have that relationship with that person, especially if they're like the mother or the father of your kids. I mean, there's things that you went through together that are irreplaceable, especially if you've been together for a long, long time. So, at sometimes, people change, people want to move in different directions. So I feel like, show yourself some compassion, especially if you're getting a lot of grief from people around you, or they're not necessarily agreeing with your decisions. You need to follow your heart here in this situation. And then I knew exactly what I was doing. So I don't know if your person self sabotages. It looks like there is a little bit of that behavior. And, I feel like you're definitely probably were feeling pretty frustrated in this situation with this person. And then actually the other card that came out here was "We need to let each other go." So perhaps, in your heart of hearts, you realize that, there's no kind of going back um, with this person, or there's just, you just can't seem to get there or come to some kind of compromise here to kind of salvage what was left here, or have any kind of new beginning. Sometimes in a relationship, there's just so much water under the so many things have happened, so many things have been said, so many things have been done. There's just like, sometimes the damage is just too irreparable. There's just no going back to kind of undo those things. And there comes a point, where maybe it's not maybe an you know, easy for you to kind of accept that, and or family and friends to accept that either, especially if you consider marriage to be a very sacred bond, and you don't want to break those vows, and you've done your best here to try and work things out. So I feel like be compassionate, I feel, towards yourself here, Virgo. If you do need help and support in talking to anybody, just make sure that you reach out to those that are around you, because I feel like you probably have a good support system, and if you need to talk to a professional, even, like, definitely do that if you can afford to do that. So all right, guys, sending big hugs here. I hope next week's reading for you guys is there's some kind of improvement here. Again, do those things that bring you joy here, Virgo. You're strong. You deserve to be respected, deserve love. So, don't question any of that. And again, you need to follow your heart in this situation and do what's best for you and what's best, for your family in general. So guys, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope this message helped in some way, shape, or form. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Take care.